Hello, hello, it's Javon, the Keto Midwife, back with another video finally. And I had to get up, get out of bed and be like, okay, you gotta get this done in order to get this done today. Just a whole lot of stuff. I keep talking about how I'm currently doing too much, and I am. So, I was not able to record as I thought I would. I mean, I knew it was a pretty ambitious plan when I first started it, but I'm like, a few minutes I can do. But then it turned into, a few minutes to keep talking about, how I'm feeling when there hasn't been much change, sort of thing. And then there was just a lot. But anywho, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing great. I hope that y'all are, challenging yourselves, even if not doing carnivore right now. And if you are, I hope that you're going strong, because I am. I am definitely feeling good in terms of, lack of bloating. I'm feeling good in terms of my mental health. I feel like clearing out a lot of the junk that I was eating absolutely helps me to clear my mind. It puts me in a better space. And once I found this space that I have now, I'm trying to figure out a good way of saying this. So since I started carnivore, what I believe is that, and it did the last time as well, it gives me a little bit more flexibility of mind. I feel a lot less frantic anyway. And I'm a lot less anxious, right? And then there are some practices that have become habit to me that keep my anxiety level at a baseline kind of elevated. So I have been provided the space, I believe, using the carnivore diet eating, the way I'm pretty sure we're supposed to eat. It's giving me the space to use some other techniques that I might not have been able to apply otherwise. So I've been doing some things such as meditating, and it's still a struggle for me, but I'm just more focused. So I'll say that I definitely felt a decrease in just baseline anxiety with carnivore, but I feel like some of that work is on me too. And when it persisted, now mind you, I didn't do it for very long either, right? I'm only on day 18. And so it's not like I'm, out here, 6 months of carnivore, like why do I still have anxiety? I didn't necessarily expect it to completely cure me or anything like that, but I know I still have some gut healing to do. Like I said, I've been off of, for the most part, a lot of the processed foods and things like that, except for every now and then I would just have good examples are like on Christmas time, whatever my family cooked, and stuff like that. So it's not that I haven't digested anything of the sort, any of the processed foods, or any carbohydrates, or anything like that, large amounts of carbohydrates, because I have. But recently, like in the past few years, I've definitely drastically reduced my intake of those types of things. And so I think that has helped me out as well. And I'll notice, because whenever I start to eat something that does trigger me, my anxiety will go up. I notice a drastic change. So I think those are all good things, showing that I'm healing and that I'm becoming more mindful and aware of my body. But I've been doing a couple of other things, such as just making a conscious effort to ignore itching, and or not ignore itching, but just let it happen without scratching and things like that, that just are training my mind to accept things and to focus on things instead of, just kind of bumbling through life, not really remembering much, not really being present for much. And always being distracted. And so I will definitely say that, other than that, I'm making an effort throughout the day, multiple times a day, to bring myself back into the present, bring myself back into reality. To cut down on the amount of daydreaming that I do, on the amount of obsessive thinking that I do, or not even necessarily obsessive. Some of it is obsessive, but some of it is just rambling of thoughts, just how anxiety is, what anxiety is, just not, it's just that constant chatter. I'm always thinking about something and always getting riled up about something and that type of thing. And so just being more present, focusing on being more present and just being mindful throughout the day. And I had an entire meal, a whole mindful meal yesterday, and it was great. It was the same thing that I eat every day, and so it was it was cool because I just it just had it didn't taste different, so that's not the way to say it, but it was definitely, I just enjoyed it. Like, I just knew what I was doing. Like, I remember eating it. It wasn't like, okay, I gotta eat, now I'm full, like it had been in the past. It was more of like, okay, I kind of see, I don't, for an example, my husband and I will shop at Costco often for our meat products, especially our burger patties and things like that. And my husband was like, I don't like the way this smell. He can always smell things, and I don't, because I don't pay attention, right, to life. I don't, like, it's a chronic issue for me. And so he's like, I don't like the smell of these. I don't like the smell of these. And stuff has to hit hard or be really rancid, or for whatever reason I might have to be in the moment, but I'm often not. So, well, I wasn't often not, I should say. And so I was like eating the burger, and I'm like, this ain't quite hitting, like, whereas when we tried, they're the same brand, but one was an Angus burger and the other one wasn't. I can't remember what kind it was. And the Angus, when I first tasted it, I was like, I really liked it. I knew that it hit me that hard, like it was that good, that I've noticed that I liked it a lot. Whereas this burger doesn't really do much for me. And so my husband went to the store yesterday and got some of the kind we lack. So I'm looking forward to eating today. Anywho, I've been keeping it very, very, very simple. Up until yesterday, we spiced it up a little bit, which we needed. So for folks who don't know, which is probably everybody, because I didn't really speak on this before, my husband has been eating only meat as well for since I started. So he has not admitted that he's going to do, he hasn't committed, I should say. He hasn't like said out loud how long he's going to go with this. Like, he would like to go long, but he doesn't want to be held to going longer than he wants to, which is fine. And so I think he's just going to be like, well, when I'm done, I'm done, which is fine too. I really like that kind of mentality about it, instead of the obsessive, like, strict, less stressed about this type of, route that I tend to take, of, saying I'm going to do this for this amount of time and I'm going to stick to it and that type of thing. Anywho, when he's done, he's going to go back to eating keto, is his plan, and where I'm more flexible. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do. And I guess that's a development for a different video, because this one's going to be long, apparently. But so my husband is eating this way with me now, and I actually forgot what I was going to say about that. All right, so I am very much for the past few, oh, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry about that. So we kind of will get bored with food. Like we're cool with eating the same thing for a while, then we get bored and then we can't eat it again. And that, you know, that's kind of the thing that he and I have in common about our eating habits and, you know, what we like. Okay. And again, for me, this isn't necessarily about what I like. This really is about my mental health journey. And this is definitely providing me more clarity than I have had in the past. And it did before when I did 30 days of, you know, like the stricter, straight carnivore. So, anywho, we need variety. I mean, or we don't need variety. We just like it. I like it. So, I definitely went from eating, you know, burgers, bacon, eggs, chicken, burgers, bacon, eggs, sausage, you know, like the beef sausage or, you know, whatever, every day to, you know, we would throw some ribs in there. I talked about that. And then last night, my husband brought in some pork belly and it was delicious. I had never had it before. And there was a lot of fat, and I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't ever used to eating a lot of fat, and I never really truly enjoyed the texture in my mouth. Like I couldn't really always get with that. So even with keto and the way that I eat now, like most of it is that like melted already fat, not the like melt in your mouth fat. And so for that reason, I was, you know, I sometimes ate around it, but it was so good. It had a really good taste to it. Even the fat, of course, the fat is gonna, you know, have a little bit more of that taste to it too. So I ate some of it, but I'm not a go hard eat the fat type person, and so I didn't eat, you know, the just fatty pieces and stuff like that. But anywho, it was great. It had a really good taste to it, and we needed to have a different, you know, something else going on, something else that was thrown in there. So, anywho, day 18, going strong, and I'll see you when I see you.